NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Irving brings the ball up court. Here comes the screen. Irving to Jordan. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
DeAndre Jordan with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads a bucket. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Brings it up and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Here comes the screen. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No. He's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Brooklyn's got it. To Beasley. Irving. For Durant, down low. Mitchell Robinson pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Gets it in the left corner. DeAndre Jordan with the block. Kyrie across the timeline. Up 5. And that one is out. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at
the crossover, gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2 shots. Career 88% from the line. First one goes down.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Short jumper won't go down.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
You've got to get that one to go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Short jumper stays out.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
A nice finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
New York in control of the basketball. Here comes the screen. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Irving into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Durant. He made his first effort, but not that time. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Beyond the arc for 3. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Missed a wide open look. KD with the rock. Mitchell Robinson rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And scores.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Kevin Knox stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Irving with the basketball. Leads 5. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Can't connect. Kevin Knox. Cashes in for 2.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Irving into the front court. Up by 3. To Durant. That's no good. And count the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads just a point. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Into the game for New York, number 5, Dennis Smith.
Durant to Irving. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Short jumper off the mark. Nets have the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Kevin Knox. Had a chance, but it's no good. Kyrie across the timeline. They trail by 1. Durant to Irving. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Irving.
To number 12. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. It's all 3 free throws. Smith into the front court.
NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game, and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
Irving to Durant. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot won't go. To Dennis Smith Jr. Scores from the post.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Add 2 points to the board.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper is wet too?
Has a look. The shot by Payton won't fall. Here's Irving into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Durant picked up by Noel. They go down to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Payton with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Smith to Payton.
Hey, watch this screen.
New York with 4 to shoot. Dennis Smith Jr. His first effort off the mark. Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter with the Nets in front. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To Durant. The jumper's off the mark. Hayden into the front court. Down 4. Screen coming. To Dennis Smith Jr. Fires the 3. Prince there for the rebound. Dinwiddie with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nerlens Noel. He's got 2 shots coming. Not the best career mark, 62%. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Dinwiddie into the front court. Leads 3. Durant, guarded by Nerlens Noel. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Smith to Payton. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Durant. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Durant to Dinwiddie. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Hayden. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Allen Crabbe picked up by Noel.
Screen coming.
Durant. Count the basket at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7. because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Smith. Oh, emphatic slam.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Kevin Durant has it. To Allen Crabbe. Durant. Noel with the rebound. Hayden. Short jumper won't go down. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Durant. Five to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. Hayden with the basketball. Down three. To Dennis Smith Jr. Shot from the lane won't go. Durant. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Milwaukee Bucks 7-4, Detroit Pistons 2-8.
Smith. To Payton. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound by KD. To Dinwiddie. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Knocked loose. Nets have it. It goes down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Los Angeles Lakers 9-3, Oklahoma City Thunder 5-5.
Smith to Rivers. To Dennis Smith Jr. Gets it in the left corner. Kevin Knox. Smith shot, no good. Deep two there, won't go. Rivers to bring it into the front court. 5-point game. To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. Dinwiddie guarded by the former Dookie. Trying to cash in. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. The follow won't go either. Rivers into the front court. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. To Dinwiddie. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Smith. Curling inside. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. To Dinwiddie.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Memphis Grizzlies 4-6, Minnesota Timberwolves 3-7.
The Nets now with 4 to shoot. To Dinwiddie. 4-3. Spencer Dinwiddie. He's going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And he misses the second. Down low, Noel. Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Durant. Has a look. Durant with a shot that misses. Knicks with the basketball. Probing the defense. Passed it off. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Up by 3. To Durant. To Dinwiddie. Durant. Deep left corner. To Durant. Has a chance. Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Nice finish at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Durant to Dinwiddie.
Right.
To Beasley from long range. Beasley forced that one. Defense was right there. To Kevin Knox. Able to convert inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. To Beasley. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Ball. Here we go. I got him. Cut it. I got yours.
To Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in, that's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Durant to Beasley. Oh, had him going there for a second. Beasley to Dinwiddie. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 2 for 2 now.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Rises for the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Entering the game,
To Beasley.
Knicks, number 26.
To Dinwiddie. For 3. Can't connect. It's no good. Picked up by the Nets. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he finishes at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Nets have the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Knicks have kept it close after one half. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. These are the guys getting buckets.
NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. New Orleans Pelicans 4-5, Los Angeles Clippers 7-4.
Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half. The Knicks are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. And that deficit is a negative, of course, but I do see it positive. I really like how they move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today.
player of the half.
Kevin Durant did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Durant with the basketball up top. Leads just a point. Irving to Durant. Irving buries it on the catch and shoot. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
It was right there. To Durant. Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
That's me. I got ball.
Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Durant across the timeline. Leads 4. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespectful.
Can't connect from inside. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the... Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Michael Beasley, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip.
I got him. Here we go.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Nets have it. Probing the defense. Curling inside, Mitchell Robinson sends it away. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Durant across the timeline. Lead is 2. To Irving. Lets it fly from long range.
That's his second personal foul. Team.
Kyrie Irving is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Second and 3 is good. Three for 3. Nice. Flushes it home.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Irving with the basketball. Leads 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Kevin Knox. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Sizing up the defense. Durant. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Screen coming. Irving to Beasley. Fires the 3. Drains it.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
To Kevin Knox. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Irving to Durant. Beasley to Durant. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Kyrie Irving. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Screen coming. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block. Man, that was impressive. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot to Durant. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Durant with the basketball up top. Tie game, third quarter. Runner here won't go down. Smith with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Slam dunk.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Durant to Beasley. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
Irving into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Kyrie Irving with that shot. He's 5 for 8. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, and he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kid Gilchrist matched up with Durant. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Into the front court, it's Irving. His group now down 2. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Smith. Shot from the lane won't go. Dinwiddie into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. Irving to Beasley. Jordan's shot won't go. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Down low to Smith. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Kyrie with the rock. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Nope, first one does not go. Misses the second as well. Kyrie across the timeline. Down just a couple. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Can't miss those.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Pass stolen by the Nets. Irving to Dinwiddie. To Dennis Smith Jr. Nothing going here on that drive. Dennis Smith Jr. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Dinwiddie. Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Smith. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The possession lies with New York. Smith. Surveys the floor. That's rebounded by Beasley. Irving with the basketball. Shot clock off as they look to tie or take the lead onto the 4th quarter. The rebound cleared by the Nets. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Knicks have the lead. The Knicks to inbound here to start the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Smith. Here comes the screen. To Dennis Smith Jr. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Brooklyn's ball. Irving to Dinwiddie. Ed Davis to Irving. The screen sets him up for two.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Smith now into the front court. 2-point advantage. Count the basket inside.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Irving. Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Can't connect from in close. Possession lies with New York. Smith. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Shot from in close, no good. Dinwiddie into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Allen Crabbe. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Allen Crabbe. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Team foul number 3.
Misses the first.
Substitutions. Into the game for the Knicks. Number 12.
Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Brooklyn's got it. Durant to Dinwiddie. To Durant. Here comes the screen. To Durant. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Deep left corner. Deep 2 there, won't go. To Beasley. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. and throws it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Durant. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
A pass stolen by the Nets. To Jordan. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Jordan sends it away. Nets have the basketball.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Beasley on a pass stolen by the Knicks. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Trailing by 14 to Beasley. Five seconds to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And takes it away. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Irving to Durant.
Number 11, Kyrie Irving.
Down low to Jordan. Has a chance. Now a shot by Jordan, no good. Screen coming. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Turns and slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Durant to Irving. Shot clock winding down. Durant. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And Durant there to claim the rebound. Nets have it. Durant to Irving. Nerlens Noel swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Durant, defended by Nerlens Noel. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Irving. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. To Kevin Knox. That's rebounded by Brooklyn. Irving into the front court. Down a bundle. To Durant. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Terrific vision. DeAndre Jordan tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gets it in the left corner. Durant to Beasley. Durant to Jordan. Trying to cash in. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
DeAndre Jordan's game, we know, is better suited for being closer to the rim, but I got to give him a lot of credit. He's developed into a guy who can step out and occasionally knock down a jumper if you give him some space.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Austin Rivers to Payton. Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys down big. Durant matched up with Rivers. Here comes the screen. Irving to Beasley. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. The follow won't go either. New York Knicks basketball.
I got ball. That's me.
Austin Rivers to Kevin Knox. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
I got ball. I got ball.
It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks added a win with today's solid victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
It wasn't a great performance by these guys. And unfortunately, we have video evidence. Viewer discretion advised.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Defense.
The New York Knicks put under pressure defensively in this game. And in return, they put back some blocks and steals on the stat sheet. Not only that, they put a W in the win column. And that's everyone's favorite stat.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.